everybody. Welcome back to the Crystalina Perspective. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to those hard-working, working and full-time or part-time nursing students. In this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about how give you some tips on how you can work and attend school full-time, and hopefully you take something from it and you can use it in your current situation. So if you are interested in this video, stay tuned. Okay guys, so let's get this video on and popping. I'm trying my best to do better at consistency and keeping the videos short for y'all. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about my top 10 tips on how to successfully work and attend school full-time. Now, I understand not everybody has to do this, but there are a few jewels out there, or gems, or peeps, or whatever you want to call yourself, that have to work full-time and attend school full-time. That's just the nature of the beast. Is it a fun beast? No, but it's just one of those things that unfortunately some people have to do it. I have been working full-time and attending school full-time for a year and a half, and that will soon end this year. I am so grateful, thankful, blessed, all of that, because it has definitely been a journey. But in that time, I have learned quite a few things on how to balance both, and I have been doing fairly well. So guys, we're going to stop rambling and we are going to hop on into it. I wrote my tips down right there, so I'll have them for y'all, so that way I don't miss a beat, okay? So tip number 1, be honest with yourself. Before you embark on any type of journey anyway in life, you need to be honest with yourself. So when I embarked on this journey 2 years ago, I was like, you know, I really want my RN. This has been a goal of mine. But what other ways can I do it? For those of you that do not know, I was in an LPN to ADN or community college RN program. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, I did fail out of the program. I failed med-surg, which was so devastating because I literally failed it by 1 or 2 points. And more like 1 point, but I say 2. And so anyway, I ended up falling short and basically failed the entire program. It wasn't a situation where I could just retake that class. I had to start over per the school. So I then went on a journey of figuring out what I was going to do with my life. At one point, I was just going to stay an LPN forever, which for those LPNs that are staying an LPN forever, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. However, for me, I've been burnt out with some of the areas that I'm able to work in my state, because every state is different. Every area is different, but in my state, I'm very, very limited on what I can do as an LPN, and well, not what I can do, but where I can work. And so I was like, I got to do something. I got to figure it out. I start looking at other programs, and then my program so happily decided to start this online LPNtoBSN program. And by the grace of God, they accepted me because, as I told you guys, I failed the other program, but I still was able to get into this program. So I'm saying that to say, don't limit yourself. Be honest with yourself, but don't limit yourself. Don't say I can't. Don't say I can't anything. You can. Instead, say, honestly, can I do this? And that is what I did. I looked at it. I said, honestly, Crystal, can you go to school online and can you work? Yes, I could. I had done it before. I received my MBA through an online program, which was very rigorous, but I did it. I have my degree now, and I can move on to the next step. So that is tip number 1. Tip number 2, set boundaries and be firm with them. Set boundaries not only for other people, but for yourself as well. So set a boundary. Say, hey, my boundary is that I am determined to complete this program. I'm not going to let any obstacle, any situation, none of that stop me. I'm going to figure out ways to maneuver around those issues and still get to my goal. My boundary with myself is that I am not quitting. Or boundaries with others. Set a boundary with other people and basically state, on this day, I'm spending time with Bae. For example, Bae and I have a designated day that we spend together every single week. We call it Date Night Friday. So make that boundary, stick to that boundary, and while people may not like your boundaries, eventually they'll understand that you are trying to get to an ultimate goal. And if they are there for you, and if they love you like they say they do, and if they care, they will respect your boundaries. Tip number 3, no procrastination, like ever. You don't have time. When you are a full-time student and a full-time worker or employee, you ain't got time. You just don't have time. You can just go and tell procrastination, go and get out the way. I don't have time. I can't fool with you. Point blank, period. That doesn't even need an explanation. You don't have time to procrastinate. So no procrastination. There we go. Tip number 4, go to work early. I know that's a really weird tip, but as a full-time student and a full-time worker, you're going to find yourself very tired a lot. You're going to find yourself ready to give up a lot. But you have to do things and make strides to make life easier for you. Go to work early. If you're working in a clinic, check the schedule. That gives you time to check the schedule, see what type of patients you'll have, see what type of equipment you may need. If you work in a hospital or in a nursing home setting, you can easily go to work early. And you don't even have to really talk to nobody. You're just going to work early to prepare yourself. Like when I worked at the hospital, which I worked at a hospital for a year of this program on an LTech unit, I basically went to work early. I was there 15-30 minutes early just so I could take a peek of what was going on in my environment, to see what equipment I may needed, or to see if the equipment was even stocked. Because if it wasn't stocked, I need to go ahead and try to, just be the better person, stock it now, so that way when I need it, I know it's there because I stocked it. So go to work early, do things to make your work life easier, because home and school is already hell enough. So make work easy for you. Go a few minutes early, get your day set up so that way you can do your job and go. Tip number 5, do something each day. Literally, it's like eating a 3-tier cake. If you get a 3-tier cake and you have it at a wedding or for a birthday party, you're not going to eat it by yourself. And even if you did have it for yourself, you're not going to eat it all at once. So do something every single day. Say, okay, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Every day I say, okay, Crystal, so yesterday we didn't get to whatever assignment. Today we need to do that assignment and we need to try to get this done. Like, try to fit as many assignments as you can in each day. And before you know it, you will realize that you have completed everything and that it didn't take you all weekend, which brings me to my next point. No procrastination. When you are in any program, you do not have time to procrastinate. Procrastination has been like 2 of these tips, so it's really important. Kind of like when your teacher says something, as I was saying, do something each day. Do not wait until Friday to get assignments done that are due for Sunday, because you're going to be flustered, you're going to be upset, you're going to be angry, you're not going to be able to have a breather. Do something every day. Yep, ghetto smack. Then, while you're doing something every day, don't wait till the last minute to study either. Study every single day if you can, or at least every other day. But honestly, study every day. So that way when you be taking your test, you can be like, I know this, bam, bam, bam. Thank you, I got this, and we good. So do everything that you can to avoid procrastination. Procrastination is a big no. It's a no. No, no, no. So that sped us up to tip number 8. Tip number 8 is real simple. set SMART goals. SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Set goals you know you can achieve. Don't sit here and be like, well, I'm gonna lose weight in 2 weeks. Don't do that to yourself. Same difference with school. Don't sit here and say, well, I'm gonna do all my assignments in this class and all my assignments in that class in one day. Not unless you're not working, which I was talking to people that are working. You can't do it. So set realistic goals, SMART goals for yourself. If you know that you are in school full-time, you are working full-time, you have a family, because some people have families and children and husbands and wives and all of that. And you need to be able to address these things, because you can't just ignore them because they're still a part of your life. Now, while you may have to set some boundaries, everybody is still a part of your life. So you just may have to be firm with your boundaries and be honest with yourself and your goals. Set SMART goals. If you know that you got class 2-3 days a week, them 2-3 days a week, tell your husband, significant other, or if you don't have that, you are a single parent or something, tell whomever that is helping you to cook dinner. Don't sit here and say, I'm gonna cook dinner every single day. How? You working, you in school. You need to set SMART, realistic goals. Next point that brings me up to is ask for help. Ask for help at work. Ask for help at school by emailing your teachers, and you'll eventually get like in relationships with other peers. Ask questions at home. Ask for help. Ask questions. Ask for help. Ask. Like, don't sit there and assume that you have to conquer the world. Like, you may have a significant other or whatever, and you may think that you got to do everything, and you're gonna feel that way because you never talk to them or ask them to do something. Talk to people. I talk to everybody all the time. I am just going to be honest with you. I talk to my teachers all the time. I talk to my coworkers. Hey, so-and-so, I need help. If you feel I'm low because I need help, then you are a pretty awful person, because people should be able to ask for help. And you should be proud that they're asking for help, because when you don't ask for help, you end up blipping it up. Ask for help. Tip number 9. And this is real important, y'all. Remember your why. Why are you embarking on this journey in the first place? Because it's gonna be a lot of times when you're gonna be like, I'm done with this, I'm finna throw in the towel, I ain't gotta do all this, my job is all right, it ain't what I want it to be, but it's all right, I'm not gonna do this. It's gonna be many times when you have that mindset. It's gonna be many times when you're flustered, when you're overwhelmed, when you're just like, F this ish. It's gonna be a lot of times that you feel that way. But then you have to like fall back and be like, okay, I said I was doing this because this is my why. I have to do it all the time. We've been in school for a week now. I've had to ask myself my why literally 5 to 6 times already. And the semester just getting started. Because I've been like, you know what? I can just go on and skip out of this last semester, not even worry about getting an RN. But then I had to be like, okay, Crystal, while that's an easy route to take, that's stupid. You done come this far. You're almost done with the program. And you talking about, no, sis, get yourself together. This is your why. You're going to have to just tackle a piece of this cake, bite by bite, day by day. That's it. So remember your why. And the absolute last tip, this isn't even really a tip. This is more like a affirmation, confirmation. This is some encouragement. Remember, as for number 10, remember all of this is temporary. This is all a temporary place that you're in. This is all just something that you're just passing through this right now. That's it. You are only passing through this situation right now. This is not permanent. This isn't how your life is going to be forever. This is just a temporary moment so you can get to that next goal in life or whatever you have set for yourself in life. Remember, it's temporary. It is temporary, it's temporary, it's temporary. This is not permanent. So yes, you're going to be tired. You are going to be cranky. You're going to want to just have a moment where you just chill, but you got tons of assignments to do or you got to study. You are going to be flustered, but you're temporarily doing this. So guys, that is my 10 tips on how to effectively work and attend school. That's whether you're doing it full-time or part-time. I know at the beginning of this video, I said for full-time, but if you work in part-time or even as needed, it's still a lot. Working and doing anything extra, in my opinion, is very difficult. Working a full-time job and having a business, working a part-time job and having a business, working full-time and going to school, working part-time and going to school. It's all difficult, but you can do it. A lot of times you're going to feel like you can't. A lot of times you're going to be mad. A lot of times you're going to feel like your loved ones don't understand you. And the reality is they won't, because they're not doing what you're doing. They're not feeling what you're feeling. They're not seeing that you've been studying really hard, but you're constantly getting that same score. They're not experiencing those emotions, but that does not mean that you lack communication and not talk to them and tell them what's going on. So I really hope that these videos have been helpful. I know I said I was going to keep short, y'all. We already at like 17 minutes. I'm so sorry. But as always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Like I told you guys, I got some content ready for y'all. As y'all can see in this video, I am feeling a little bit better. Right now, I'm only like really suffering from like fatigue and muscle aches with that I had when I had COVID. So I'm experiencing those things now. And sometimes my voice like come and goes, but that's not like neither here nor there. That video will be dropping soon. It'll be a series of videos regarding me and my COVID experience. So stay tuned for that. And I do have some study videos coming up and all types of stuff. So guys, have a bombshell night or day or whatever. And like I stated, like, comment, and subscribe. And until our next video, bye.